What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So this just reiterates the crummy work that's going on out here. Do I think it's the DIYer and the driveway mechanic? I don't think so. Caleb's shaking his. I believe that it's truly people that say they're mechanics and don't know what they're doing.
A lot of DIYers are going to be too scared to touch brake lines.
And I agree with you.
Or they're gonna get the
They're gonna order a kit that's pre-made, right? So they don't have to fabricate them from scratch. So let me show you what we're chasing here. Customers' concerns are brake lines. So of course we got to check the whole entire system. So then we find someone was working on it, and that's a flare union, and flare unions are not for hydraulic use.
No, especially not that close.
No. I mean,
Like,
they
just literally cut it.
a zip tie holding that brake line on. I mean, it does work, but they do sell Jesus clips and C clips and the clip that was on there. Not including the line right behind it. That's just as bad as the one that they fixed. So this is where that guy the other day with his Astrovan from 2000 wanted just one brake line done. Dude, you're at the wrong place if you want that kind of work done. Either we're gonna fix it right or we're not gonna fix it at all.
Think about it this way: why would we cut it that close to the original fitting without just
changing the whole line?
Taking the fitting out.
Change the whole line. Oh, here's what they did. They made a line. There's the line, and then they came up with a problem that they didn't know how to overcome, and that's why they used part of the old line. So that was pretty stupid.
That old line was probably seized in the...
That was pretty stupid. Not including the other line that's right next to the line that they made above it, that's ready to burst.
I think that's an AutoZone. I think that's an AutoZone pre-made.
That's all
That's grease. So let's just keep going.
I think that's an AutoZone pre-made line.
Yeah, that's definitely not a safe repair. Yeah, and every line, in my opinion, if we're talking about brake lines, needs to be replaced. Every line. So at this point, we advise the customer either do every line or don't do anything until the other one pops, and fix. And I'm not even touching the mistakes from the other shop. I'm not even committing myself to the liability.
And it's weird because somebody's obviously
keep taking care of it.
Maybe the owner crawled under here to grease it, or
I
don't know.
So if
somebody's
they were
making
looking
an
at
attempt.
lines. If they were looking at brake lines,
It just
like,
boggles me. It just effing boggles me that I know for a fact that these brake lines aren't a customer job. Because like you said, the average Joe isn't going to go to the hardware store, buy a brake line tool, buy a flare kit, buy line wrenches, right? Buy a gallon of brake fluid at least, buy the wrong unions for the car. I mean, he should be advised properly at the parts counter, right? So if you're selling a customer parts and he says, hey, can I have some compression unions for my brake lines? He's going to say, hey, Mr. Customer, that's not for hydraulic use. There's a flare that actually seals and holds the line from blowing apart. A flare doesn't do that.
So I've done brakes before I worked here once, brake lines. But it was off a T on a Ford Ranger in the back to the wheel cylinder. So I just cut everything out. I took those off with a socket, and then I got a line that was long enough prefab
very
that I
interesting,
could just
dude.
screw in.
Oh, wow. That's very astute of you.
Hey, this is when I didn't know anything, so I'm shocked.
Well, now you know more than this guy. That this isn't the right repair for your brake lines.
Well, I did it right to begin with, so you can't really complain.
But doing it right is worth, we're paying a guy who's actually going to do it righter than this right, because this isn't even right. This is horrible.
Is it worth your life saving $100
It's not just worth the bullcrap. How about paying the clown? And I heard this on TikTok or YouTube that people were saying that they have mobile mechanics who are living in their cars and driving around and servicing these customers, and they're getting paid $100 for the day, if not $150 for an entire day's worth of work. This is what you get for that. So I don't know if it's true, that scenario, but
there's good ones but
I
they don't
agree.
make chump change.
I agree. They're not coming to your house for $100. There's got to be a charge for you to drive to their house, right? And then look at the car, because gas and insurance isn't cheap or free.
I saw one where before he even starts, if he comes and looks, he's getting paid $200.
Exactly, that's my point.
Just because he has to drive there, and then that's if he can make the repair that day.
And then work like a caveman on the ground, which warrants charging you more money because you're working in unsafe environments and conditions, and you're outside, and you could do the job way faster with a lift and air tools and everything at your disposal. Most mobile mechanics are just rolling up in a hoopty car with some Craftsman tools and shit, and
I still charge the piss out of people.
I still would,
like if I'm doing street work.
I want to tell you, I never did street work. You know why I told everyone, come to my shop. That's how I get paid. I don't work on the ground, and that's it. And if they say, well, how much would it cost? It's going to cost you just as much as going to the shop, because why should I work for less?
Yeah.
No. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what you could potentially be paying for out there. One with a mobile mechanic, one with your neighbor who thinks he's a mechanic. And like I agree with Caleb, the average DIYer is not making brake lines on a hydraulic system. He might do a radiator hose or something like that, something simple. When you're talking complete safety issues, I'm going to say Caleb is 100% right. Thanks for watching. We got to get busy here. All right, back to